Hey everybody, I'm back this week to do a fun little sweet treat. We are going to do peanut butter and jelly cupcakes in the microwave. I know, how cool is that? It's been a while since I did a cupcake recipe. Okay, one thing you're going to want to start out with first is to get yourself a regular size container of icing, whether you get white, whether you get cream cheese or whipped, that's up to you. Get peanut butter and mix in with it sort of to your taste. Just sort of go by, mix it in, see what you think. You can use any kind of peanut butter you want. I'm just using some fresh stuff that I made at the local Peach Hill. Great place. And I used cream cheese icing because I think it's going to be really good. I want a little more peanut butter in mine. I'm doing this now because if you've had the icing setting out, or, you know, it's unopened, but still. And it's a little bit warm, so you can mix it up. Is the reason we're starting with this. Okay, so take this, get a plastic bag. We're going to put it in the bag and then into the fridge, so while we make this, it can set up. I was seeing how much I could squeeze out of it into the bag. Okay. Squeeze out as much as you can. Just go ahead and get your fork or spoon and put the rest into the bag. Careful, because your bag is going to want to try to slide, so just pick it back up. Okay, and you can just shake your icing down to the bottom. Go ahead and set that over in the fridge. Put your icing container off to the side. Go ahead and get yourself your big mixing bowl. We're going to start off with a strawberry supreme cake mix because I'm doing strawberry jam and peanut butter. So if you wanted to use a different kind of jelly, you weren't crazy about the idea of a strawberry cake mix, just get a fluffy white, regular white cake mix. Okay, so once you have your cake mix in your bowl, get a cup and a fourth of water, 3 eggs, it's smelling really good. Plop those 3 eggs in there. And a cup of the same peanut butter. And this part where you can use a mixer to mix it up if you want, or you can just use your fork. Don't go too crazy because you don't want to be throwing your batter everywhere. If your peanut butter's warmer, like it should be, like it's been setting out for an hour or so before you do this, you're not going to have too much trouble mixing it up. It might be a slightly thicker batter than you're used to, and if you see streaks of peanut butter instead of having the peanut butter all incorporated in, you're fine. But you can see that mixes up really well, really fast. You might be like, ew, that doesn't look so great. Trust me, it tastes phenomenal. Okay, once you have that mixed up. Get your microwave little muffin slash cupcake things. The silicone kind. Aren't they great? Put cupcake liners in. This is where you're going to need your batter, a big jar of strawberry jam that I've had in the fridge so that it's a little more solid. And where is my other? You only miss stuff when you need it. Meh, I'll be fine. Sometimes I use different tablespoon ones, but what you're going to do first is get a tablespoon of your batter and put it into the bottom of, not a heaping tablespoon, just a regular level tablespoon. Put it into the bottom of your, see any powder. Ooh, I'm losing my fork. See any unmixed up cupcake, you just get on that. And put that tablespoon in there. Okay, now that you've put a tablespoonful of your strawberry peanut butter batter in the bottom of the cake pans, wipe this off, wiped off real good. I'm making them for myself. Not so fussy. Now, you take a tablespoonful of your jelly, which is why we want it to be a little more solid, so that when you put it in, it's going to set there. Because you're going to be putting more batter on top of it. Sometimes jelly doesn't want to come out of the tablespoon. Okay, head back to your batter, and maybe not quite as full a tablespoon, but cover your jelly. We're going to be putting these in the microwave for 2 minutes and then checking on them. They're going to rise up. We're going to hope they don't run over too much. If they have, well, we've filled her. Paper's a little full. Okay. This recipe is probably going to make I'm tapping it down, so get rid of some of the air bubbles. This recipe is probably going to make quite a few cupcakes. Put that in for 2 minutes, and while we're doing that, we can, if you have a second tray, just start getting the second tray ready. Oh, if you're wondering why on earth is she wearing a scrub top? Is she going to work? No, I just got a really cool new Supergirl scrub top, and I thought you might like to see it. Walmart special. And the icing is in the fridge in that bag, so that when we're done with our cupcakes, and when I take the first tray out, I'm going to put it in the fridge to cool down real quick. And we can cut the tip off the bag, and we can swirl the icing on top instead of trying to spread it. They're rising a little unevenly, but then again, you got to remember they have jelly in the middle. They're looking really good. We may need to do them for another minute. That's why we're just doing them for 2 minutes, and then we're going to check on them. If they seem a little uneven, it is because they're not solid batter. It is because they have, I can tell which ones I filled a little too full. I try to do level tablespoonfuls, but I think sometimes I get just a bit too generous. Okay, let's check on these. They're getting there, but I would go ahead and do them the first 2 minutes and check on them, and then go ahead and do them another minute. Because you can tell by touch they are still very moist and uncooked. The paper on that one a little bit. It slid on me. And no, the paper is sliding on that one. But I hope you guys enjoy this little treat. It was something different, something light for summer picnics and things. Oh, now we're looking good. Well, we will test tap these here in just a little bit, and if they're not like tacky, if they're springy, then they're done, and we're going to put them in the fridge to cool for a minute while we do these other ones. And you might honestly see the jelly bubbling up. That's okay. And they're going to sink a little bit. Okay? We're going to do them another minute. The reason they're not maybe cooking as fast as some of the other muffins or cupcakes I've done is because they have that jelly and peanut butter element to them. And I do have one where the jelly is boiling out. It's gonna happen. It'll be fine. But they will probably sink when they come out. But that's why we have icing. It'll be okay. Yeah, the cupcakes are a little indented. It's no big deal. I'm gonna need a paper towel because that one's jelly is really trying to escape. Okay, my kitchen's really smelling like peanut butter and jelly. And I would not do them longer than 4 minutes. Do them 2 minutes, check on them, do them another minute, do them another minute. I'm going to take these very quickly over to the fridge, put them in to cool. And then we'll do the other tray. Because right now there's absolutely no way you could put icing on that. It would be a mess. Okay. 2 minutes. But they're turning out really good. I wish you could smell this. It's phenomenal. Maybe I dropped peanut butter on the ground and stuffed in it. But this batter makes, you're going to make at least 2 dozen, maybe a little more cupcakes. It makes a lot. And you're going to make a little over, you're going to need a little over a cup of peanut butter. Let me check on our icing. Still pretty runny or soft. You may even, if you're going to do this, want to mix your icing up earlier than what I showed you. They're looking so cute. I hope you guys like these. They're super fun to do. They might even be just like something that would be really good to do with kids. But you're going to need a pretty big jar, at least a 32 ounce of whatever jelly you choose to use. You go the strawberry route like I did. Because like I said, you want to put a little tablespoonful of jelly in the middle of each one. And then an extra option is to take like 2 spoonfuls. And when you're done with all the cupcakes and they're in the fridge cooling, you put this in the microwave for like 30 seconds and stir it just to see how it's going. Then your cupcakes are cool, we've iced them, we've heated this up just a little bit. We can drizzle the jelly on top of it. Okay. Another minute. Gonna check on our other stuff in the fridge. The cupcakes are cooling nicely. They're getting cool. Because like I said, as soon as you get them out, after you've done them for a total of 4 minutes, you race them over to the fridge. Carefully, but... And you tell mine are different sizes. And like I said, in the fridge they are getting that little sinky dip in the middle, but remember, you've got jelly and peanut butter in them. So they're not going to be nice and like uniform and everything, but that's why we have icing. And after I get this one done for another minute, I will get out, hopefully find which one's the coolest and try to put some icing on to show you guys. Try to put some jelly on top too. Mine seems a little melty, like I said, it'll be because I'm rushing it a little bit. Okay, another minute. Cute little plate to put my cupcake on to show you guys. And then I will let you guys go. Try this, enjoy this, and I'll make the rest of these so you don't have to sit here for like half an hour and watch me make the whole batch. Now, your icing will probably have more time to cool, because you'll be mixing up your icing. You'll make the whole batch of cupcakes and put them in the fridge to cool. Whereas, like I said, mine's a little slow because I'm doing this to show you guys. Okay, 4 minutes done, and we take them over to the fridge. Slide those in there. And I will show you guys. Let's make a good one. Just don't laugh at the princess cupcake paper. How cute a little cupcake is that? Yeah, it was what I had in the fridge for my little girl's birthday party. But get your icing, like I said, and just cut, or try not to stab yourself with the scissors, and just cut the tiniest bit, tiny little bit, off the corner of your bag. You can see I took a tiny little tip off, and you can just go ahead, I made mine a little too big, to squeeze a nice blob. I cut mine too big, but oh, it's melting a little bit already. But point being, you can see what I tried to do. And take your jelly, that few spoonfuls I showed you, pop it in there for like 30 seconds. Your stuff's gonna go a lot smoother because I'm just trying to get my demonstration ones ready to show you guys. I'm just gonna put this back in the fridge now. can see, your jelly's a little melty now, but that's what we want. And you want to do this while it's on a plate or some wax paper because the jelly's probably going to run down. And then I would say put them back in the fridge to cool up a little bit, but look, how cute is that? It's a peanut butter and jelly cupcake. I would eat it, but I've eaten some already and it's very melty. So I'm going to let you guys go try this. Thank you. Shoot me some suggestions and go try this. Thank you.